are the bulwark of the North. Behold the unyielding motherland. Through the teachings of the Great Orthodoxy, this world's end is kept at bay. Join us! Pledge yourself to the Ice Court! Defend the legacy of Kislev!
And welcome on in everyone to Total War Warhammer 3 in part 7 of our Tzarina Katarin Immortal Empires campaign. In today's episode we're going to pick things up where we left off. This is actually right after I just did battle with a, call it a disrespectful auto-resolve that we had to manual. So we just finished manualing that one, lost no one. It was a pretty easy battle there, just Villatresca and a couple of his lads. The thing that made that one dangerous is this guy had Spear Leech, so he could have zapped Tzarina, but didn't quite work for him. We are going to go ahead and grab a few more. That's only 2 devotion, so let's actually grab the extra experience.
The Queen demands their heads.
The Queen demands their heads. And if we execute them enough times, we'll get another trait that gives the enemies in our province a little bit less leadership, which is great. So win 10 battles with any single hero, giving us 1,000 treasury and the Great Bear Pelt, or Perfect Vigor. That's pretty great. And then we can move on in and take down Kagan, who is in March stance, finishing off this faction entirely. Cleanse Corruption. Let's actually go for training here on Neriska.
Ice Queen of Kislev.
Have Evan move through and try to save the people of Erengrad. So let's go march into Zoyshank.
Light the heart fires.
Tzarina can go after Kagan here. Please let me auto-resolve this one. Thank you kindly.
Kislev endures.
Still lose a few, but that's alright. We'll also go ahead and grab the experience here.
Summary execution.
Summary execution. Potion of foolhardiness, and a new bailiff. The ecstatic legion's gone. Then we will go ahead and march.
Prove my right to rule.
We're gonna take attrition no matter what here. So let's go ahead and just march up into Fort Stroghof.
Stamp out chaos.
We try and settle it next turn.
I must.
That way we then can have control of all of the Oblasts as well. I don't think I want to quite upgrade the Hollow Wield there, but over here in Prague we can go up to tier 3. Kislev we go for the upgrade of the Tribal Pithawak, or the Acer in here, which I think is a much better idea. Get Volksgrad up to tier 3 as well.
Patriarch of Kislev. Your hearts with
And Patriarch keep following us through, and I think then we will go for the Wield. Just keep dropping. Oh, Corruption's already down to 0 here. Well, that was quite quick. That works for me. We're still generating a little bit of devotion through that building too, which is quite nice.
One land.
Like just one more turn of attrition. Can't really do anything about it. But we can go ahead and keep cleansing all of the corruption in the area as fast as we can. So 61 down to what next turn?
Noble of the Oblast.
Down by 26. We actually may not suffer any kind of attrition whatsoever because of that, which would be glorious. Go ahead and tear this building out here in Zoyshank. And select on next technology. Personite Cult Customs would be awesome. Would be so awesome. Melee Cav, Ice Rights for all of our beasties in the late game. Less Seduce Units budget isn't as useful now that we've already defeated Azazel. But Breach Loaders to upgrade all of our Armored Kossars I think is a really good one. So we will grab a Gospodar Governance. I wish you could just snag one in here like Leather Treatment, but such is not the way. Let's go ahead and grab that Governance.
Your Tzarina looks after you.
She does, and we need to hurt. Oh no.
Subjugate us!
He's gonna wipe out Malachi. We've got to turn around now to help out Malachi as quickly as we can. So we have to beat the Sorrel back to such a degree where Kevin can fight them off. And then Katarin's gonna have to rush over to defend Malachi because we cannot allow our northern bulwark to the northern bulwark to fall.
I am Tzarina of all Kislev, and you are less than
Is
nothing.
it war then, Wolfric? I figure it might be. Very opportunistic you are. Alright, the Tsar will move in on Erengrad. A valiant defeat it gives us. I mean, I like our chances here. This guy's gonna be a problem, as they always are, because he's a lord, but... yeah, no, this is just a bunch of normies. I think we can hold them. The field. Alright. So they have one tower and they just line everyone up behind it. And this guy's gonna try to take the walls over here. What is this strategy? I mean, sure. So what I'll do is I'll have our pistols set up here. We'll do one...
The motherland's finest!
one here, one here. We'll just kind of get him in a crossfire of pistol fire there. And then on this side... what is this? What is this? Grab all of our Kossars. Armored Kossars have the best damage, so we'll give them the pistol shots up top. That extra range is fantastic, too. And then, what else can we get to? They're going to advance that one through the woods to try to avoid getting shot up too much. Go ahead and put 2 Kossar teams on top of the walls here for firing over into them. Put 2 more behind. Do fight for Ursun. We'll try to drag that tower down. I can even send one of these dervishes out. I don't think they have anything except for just an absolute ton of skirmish cav, which we'll see as they get closer. We'll do 1 spear Kossar here. Grab the other 2 spear Kossars. We'll have them ready on this side. Just kind of ready to do the same thing here, so... spread the Kossars out so the fire is coming from several different areas at once. Now 1 more on this side. This may not be the optimal way to do this. You, Spear Kossars. You get to go over here on this side then. Hooray. And we'll do the Tier 1 tower. Luckily these are close enough to the front they can actually help out. The Tier 1 tower there and actually one. Wow, these Kislev White towers are very well placed. Like I'm not used to it all. Dervishes will try to get the crossfire as much as possible. Avoid the towers, it'll block our own shots.
Defenders of Kislev!
We shall do what we can. That'll begin. Alright, tower, get ready to get blasted. Oh wait, we don't have anyone actually on this one. Or on that one.
Comrades of the bear!
On those towers, comrades.
Obey the orthodoxy!
Pistols get cracking. And not having those towers active off the bat was not great. Everyone's focusing on these towers, right? Perfect. Shoot them down.
Follow the bear!
Their Lord Wind disappeared in the woods, huh? Alright, fair enough. Sneaky boy, sneaky boy. Pistoliers, get ready to take down these marauders here.
Kislev vengeance!
Go ahead and slow them as they're coming on in. Everyone fire on this tower. Let's get another tower up here, speaking of. Looks like they played us with their heroes, so let's go ahead and bring the pistols round. Glorious. We'll go ahead and spread these guys out just a bit so they can hit the tower and shoot at people coming on in, because it looks like they're going to get those guys up. They juked us pretty well with their lord there. Alright, everyone fall back to different positions here. They're already in, so go ahead and try to fall back. You guys can't, you're kind of stuck.
Taking point!
I think we attack my guys now.
The motherland's finest!
Start firing onto the dudes that are coming out of the... Actually, the ones that are coming up the ladders here is perfect. Meanwhile, towers keep picking off the horsemen. Just come on over if we can get extra melee defense. That sounds fine. I love it. The Lord went all the way around. What a cheeky rat. Bring the pistols over to this side. Like so. And we're going to lose lots of guys. They're pretty good at defending, but we will lose a good deal of them up on the walls. All-Stars are getting a little bit overwhelmed here. They've got lots of throwing weapons. Looks like they're nice and bored. Are they just trying to push these marauders through? Let's try to focus fire. Yeah, it's kind of weird. Let's come on back to the other end here. Leadership on these guys is already starting to dwindle a bit. But not bad enough for me to drop that one down and just see them fleeing for the hills. Probably on this big blob of lads. This group should start running pretty soon. That many arrows always feels not great. Oh yeah, they're blending these marauders up. That's glorious. Pistol lads, come on back kind of to the... Well, no, you're in a pretty good spot to stop anyone coming down. Back on the other side, these boys got good range. We can even get another tower. Don't mind if I do. Norseman siege engine's already docked. The lads have taken the walls, but they're too scared to come on down and face us. Much is the way. Charge from both sides there, though. All-Stars, if you can fire on... Now just get ready. In fact, Armored Kossars, you take their place. Realize we had the wrong guys up front. Let's get the extra melee defense here. Should pass out to both the dudes on the hill. Not quite enough for another tower. How are things going on this other end here? We've got lads retreating into our lines, which is a bit scary. Because of the way that the game treats that. They'll flee back here and they'll start capturing zones, so we might need to just put some towers in to stop that. Actually, Dervishes, that's your job. Go hunt these clowns down. Thank you kindly. Well, here's the time for a volley. They're just gonna look at their pistols, I guess. Shoot them.
Yes!
Use that shot we paid so much for. Yeah, a volley in there is gonna be devastating. Alright, so have these Kossars move to help. I guess they're just unable to turn the other way. That's fine. Sort of seriously take some damage. Oh, I guess the towers are starting to betray us now, which is funny. Turn and fight, turn and fight. Dervish boys, where you at? Let's move on through. They're just gonna start capturing zones with these guys. Is the smart play. Let's go ahead and slow and weaken everything here. It's our last one we have access to. Everyone fire on this lord. Do it. How to get a few more towers too, so let's get one here. And then another tower back in the back line, because that's what the enemy likes to rush through. Big old chickens they are. Those marauders tried to get back up on the walls, they were so scared. Turn and fire into that group of spears, thanks. You guys just keep picking off whoever you want. Works for me. They did charge into the group of armored Kossars there. They should keep defending themselves with the pistols. Dervishes, get ready. Let's smash into these clowns. Zone's captured. I think we've got them. Gonna rush across our chilly river. Invigorates the horses, gives them +3 stamina. And the shock attacks. Yeah. Big old cowards. They tried to take Erengrad. They had not the stone or the men. We'll see, though, if Wolfric comes on in for the next strike. Ama, you are weak. Alright, close victory it says, but we managed to stave off the invasion of the ravenous hordes of monkey men here. We shall go ahead and take the sacrifice. Plenty of extra devotion. Oh, here comes Hela. Ostland has been wiped out, so that's why Wolfric was going to turn to come after us. He's gone down and snagged Wolfenburg, which is all sorts of bad. We need to turn to get ready to go after the likes of Astrogoth. He's going to be a big issue, too. Assemble, Death Dealer. Yeah, no, they start building up their troops very quickly. Hopefully Kastalton come on in and actually start doing some damage, too. Katarin, you need to claim Stragov.
Follow the frosts.
Very expensive.
We'll see the motherland again.
Glad to hear it, but man, is that expensive. Repair there, and then we'll go ahead and throw in the farms in Zoishank.
Drużyna.
Yeah, then.
Respect my
I think
position.
Erengrad can hold the line by itself just fine. Let's move and hit Alexandrinov. Take away one of their port settlements here and a lot of their income.
Defend the motherland!
We're going to trust that Erengrad can hold the line even against another squad. We shall...
To battle!
Auto-resolve here. Man, we still lose a lot. Disrespectful auto-resolve. And then we'll occupy
The motherland
Alexandrinov.
widens.
Instinct, luck, and no magical training whatsoever. What could go wrong? Glacial Gale has herself a Warhorse and a Power Stone. And that is Troll Country under
Champion of the
power control.
motherland.
We'll go ahead and snag in the power of the church here. Now we'll go ahead and grab Purge the Steps to help out with control. Oh, it draws back to tier 1, does it? And it's all sorts of unfortunate.
Drużyna stand ready.
Either way, the Druzhina is holding in Alexandrinov with a little bit of extra support.
Kislev.
We could go ahead and grab Speaks to the Forest for regeneration for Hag Witches and Vanguard. Veneration of the Bear for Ursun's Roar and more experience gained with fighting against the forces of chaos, and Servant of the Tsar for more spell resist for the whole army and 10 extra diplomatic relations. With Kislev, let's go ahead and grab Servant of the Tsar, which is what Kevin is.
Leader of Kislev's warriors.
For the Tzarina. We'll do a Freezing Wind here for Glacial Gale, then over here to the Gust of True Flight for a really good buff for artillery or missile troops, either one.
Chosen Drużyna. Only the
So
bravest
those
are
Archina
required.
ambushers, I think not. We are able also to snag in the Zargard. So what I was saying we were going to do previously with that is we're going to actually tear out this building immediately. We were only doing this to grab the Golden Knight. Go ahead and upgrade Igorov as well up to a Stanitsa. Or just go for even more growth in Kislev proper. That's a tough call. I think we'll snag the extra settlement development in Igorov. All of the ones to the north here are under pretty aggressive threat from Astrogothan, so therefore are a bit more expendable. Oh, can we get ourselves a Baran and New Ataman? Over here in the River Links, we can. So we'll go ahead and have one that gives us a bump to make control and income at the same time. Sounds nice. We'll do Anton here in the River Linsk. There we are. Welcome, sir. Until you get taken out by all of these Norskins. We are going to have to deal with a Wolfric too, huh? Yeah, Wolfric's going to be a problem.
Drużyna ready.
Alright, Custodians. No one wants to trade. Oh, the Northern Provinces does.
Cathay respects Kislev's tireless stand against the great enemy.
Oh, thank you. That was very formal.
Very well.
Okay, with a Tisk. Alright. That's that was going to be. Peace with the Sarl. Actually, Peace with the Sarl is interesting. They're only fighting us and Kastalton, and Kastalton isn't, even though he can get mad at us, he's never ever going to declare war on us. Let's go ahead and peace out with them.
A timely
Keep them off our
arrival.
backs for now. They'll go ahead and run
Accepted.
back or get taken out by Kastalton, either one, and we can focus on the World Walkers. They will declare war on us again, but this keeps us off our backs for at least, I think, say 5 to 10 turns.
Champion of Kislev.
Kevin, in the meantime, because you will be dealing with the likes of Wulfric eventually. You only snag 1 armored Kossar. Boy, in that case, we will simply grab nothing. We'll come into the Ice Court and grab us another Frost Maiden. Michaela. Get it? Hail. Goyevich. Welcome, Michaela. I'm gonna make sure I say it like that every time. It's gonna get rather annoying.
Patriarch of Kislev.
Alright, Jade Custodians are no more, which means the Great Bastion is likely completely in shambles, which is probably a nightmare for Cathay. We now are one motherland. Though Kislev stands as one in the eyes of the world, in truth, the motherland is riddled with sedition. An avaricious boyar is the latest to show his hand, bribing dozens of Adamans to object your rule. Once your Akshina pay him a midnight call, the Adamans abruptly regain their loyalty. I don't know, they just waterboarded him with ice for the past 8 hours. It was a great time. So they've gone ahead and they're full aggression getting Erengrad because they know our troops can't get reinforced.
Champion of the
I would like to see a little bit of a change where the AI isn't able to know exactly what's going on across the entire map. Seems a little bit suspicious. Okay, so Kevin could go into March and defend Erengrad from this. We could also get aggressive and take down Norden. Now I think we'll be defensive. Kevin, we'll give you the Akshina, the Wolf Hearts, which have an excellent net, so if Wulfric moves on towards the walls, or a unit we don't want to make it to the walls does, we can just net them real quick and then annihilate. Michaela has herself a path once taken. We've already got ourselves a Tempest. Ice Maiden, let's go ahead and grab an Ice one. But for the most part, I think we're going to have most of our maidens themselves be Tempest and the witches be of Ice, because they're following Katarin. They master Tempest first, and then they're switching over to Ice in the late game. Alright, Kislev is now up to tier 4. We've got lots of goodies we can put on in. We just don't have the gold for it. Ooh, the Boca Palace is so useful. Also artillery. For some light war sleds, which I think would be extremely useful for us here. Some actual fast movers to also skirmish with the likes of the Chaos Store's artillery. I think it's a good idea. So we'll go ahead and grab the Toolmaker here. Can't upgrade the market, sadly. Maybe just hang on to the rest of this cash here. Spend it on something that's a little bit cheaper.
None shall question me.
Alright, yeah, none shall question us. We'll go ahead and march. Where can they move? Oh, we shouldn't march. We'll just move down to Zoyshank. Stalton is unlikely to be brave and help us. We'll rotate to get some more units soon, but in the meantime, we'll just grab... Oh no, this is perfect. We just grab some more Kossars and some more warriors. So 1 warrior, 1 Kossar. Though the warriors hitting against the... This army we get annihilated by our walls, and Wulfric's is a little bit scarier, but we would use the net on the Mawherd, and we could just shoot them down right outside the gates. A little bit sad and dark, because it's just a squad of baby mammoths, but you do what you gotta do. That's as much upgrades as we can go for right now. Our buildings are a little bit expensive. What about diplomacy? The Wargrove of Woe has not selected their next enemy, and they don't like us because we signed some peace treaty with Sarl.
Repel chaos.
I figure that might have backfired on us only with Gestalten, but I guess Drycha also really despises them. Doesn't care about Wulfric, though, interestingly enough.
Friends of Kislev, we greet you.
Hello, Malachi. He would like military access. That sounds great. We won't even try to press him for more gold. So he lost one of the settlements because they're working together. We need to get over there to help Malachi, otherwise I think he might not be long for the world. Oh, never mind, he just won a battle there against one of the armies. I'd be surprised if we can't just take this one with an auto-resolve, you poor fool. We will simply just delete Wulfric. That's very sad. Who gets the golden sword? The Akshina. 258 kills. Oh yeah, no doubt. We will take the gold. The devotion's awesome, but cash money is what we're here for.
Your fate lies with your masters.
Idamar Hargrothson. And Bloodfeuder. So Kevin now has more bonus via inventory and more charge bonus. So you've roundly marmalized the Eternal Challenger. He'll be back for our rematch and soon. That you can be certain. Yeah, he'll definitely be back soon. Warhorse for Pavel.
Guardian
Now we send them. Oh, they can't quite reach Norden from here.
The Tzarina.
So we can become an elector count pretty quickly, huh? Taking down von Rauken. We need von Rauken, Norden, and Wolfenburg. They're much better at actually claiming whole provinces now, which is cool to see. Virginia, let's go ahead and give you some skills, and we'll go down here and just lobber that area. Let's go Cursed Frontier and Tall's Judgment, which is a magical missile. Very similar to the ones you get with the Glade Captains. And then we also get 10% more missile strength. Scouting boost income, so all the passives are maxed out.
Noble of the
And then
Oblast.
Urson's Roar. I truly just think Solyak's Lullaby is the best one, no matter what. So, the Lullaby it is. We will set up maybe a Kossar Captain Patriarch. Not a Kossar Captain, but a Winged Hussar Captain Patriarch that has the Taurus Battle Hymn to give them a ton of extra melee attack. But I think that's just about the only time you'd actually do that. With Bear Riders or Things in the Woods or something along those lines. Something nice and smashy. Let's give this Patriarch the Great Bear Pelt. And a Potion of Foolhardiness. That sounds perfect for him. Nice and lore flavorful.
Chosen Drużyna.
As for you, Gale, I think a Power Stone's better than the Trickster Shard. I'm actually going to go ahead and try to combine up. Trickster Shards are great, but a Mirror of the Ice Queen is even better. Go ahead and give that to you, so when you're in combat, you get a little bit of a Mortis Engine effect. Won't be as good when you're on a Warhorse, though, so let's go ahead and drop you back. Well, you know what, yes, we'll keep you on the Warhorse for speed. We'll combine up these Power Stones for a Shield of Sacrifice. So allies in range will have 20% more resistance if she's down below 25% health and in melee. Oh, that's one for a Patriarch.
Defy chaos.
Oh no, actually, this could be one for the Golden Knight. Although, is she ever going to be that low in health? The answer is probably not. Let's give it to the Patriarch.
Ice Queen.
The Golden Knight is big, thick, and has the abilities to throw hands with raid bosses, so... yeah, that works for me. Here, the Ice Queen, Shield of Sacrifice, and we shall move on along.
Leader of Kislev's
Hello, von Rauken.
Yes!
We shall save you. Please auto-resolve, be kind.
You will fall!
Oh, we lose 130. You just have to stand there and shoot them as they run toward you. It's nice and easy.
A worthy addition to my
Occupy von Rauken. We'll see. What do you all think? Should we go ahead and give these settlements back to the Empire, or should they lose them and we can become the Elector Count here of Ostland? Well, Ostland is no more, so why not? Evan, be the Elector Count of Ostland. Go ahead and upgrade Erengrad to a Stanitsa.
I do it.
Fort Osterowsk as well. We've got 9k left. Let's start getting some of these now. Imperial Embassy is not really what I want. 4 more control, 12% more income from all buildings, and 2 devotion. I think this one is the better one to get first. But I can stop building pretty quickly. This, and then come on back in and get the Boca Palace as well. Which has the awesome kind of onion dome tops that we see in Moscow. During the Tzarina's short reign, the Boca Palace has been transformed. Within the ancient battlements is a beautiful, impenetrable fortress of ice. Yes, so maybe the first one is a bit of a nomenclature change here for them. The first one's the Boca Palace, and you can call the second one the Ice Palace. There you go. Easy. Once the thing hits tier 5, we'll go ahead and tear out the Tribal Enclave, but we'll leave it in for now. Got got some more choices for Michaela, the heroine. Maidens are operatives of the Tzarina, sent across the motherland and beyond as emissaries, but will often have ulterior agendas that must be carried out in secret. Ownership is theft. Comrade. You have won this picture of car.
Kislev endures.
Alright, so what we'll do is have, since Kevin can pretty easily subjugate the rest of Norden, I think what we will do is have Katarin come ahead and start moving back towards Kislev so we can retrofit her army with the Tsar Guard and such. So
Never falter.
start zooming towards Kislev. Here at Zavastra, we will go ahead and grab ourselves another farmstead and upgrade the church. Really keep boosting up those supporters. We're at 133 instead of 74. Pretty much he will tend to win the first early groundswell. I was very surprised when we won it. But after that, since he loses so much land, Kastalton tends to get crumpled pretty quickly. When you're playing as Kastalton, it tends to be much more of a close race the entire time.
Champion of the motherland.
Alright, Kevin. You can get Ambusher, less reload time for horse archers, and then Falcon fletched ammunition for horse archer units. We don't have any horse archers right now. Man of the land, man of the people. Let's go ahead and just grab the upkeep production, and then we'll circle back over to man of the land for replenishment.
I shall carry it with honor.
Good to hear.
Defender of Kislev.
Can't come out of the army right now. Alright, next time.
Embrace this welcome call, Kislev.
Brace this welcome cold, Kislevites.
I will listen, but my time is
We're
short.
trading here with Hawkland. The Emperor bids it. Hopefully Hawkland hasn't made enemies with the tree people as well, though we have to burn them to firewood as well as dealing with, Bungie's favorite number, as well as dealing with the Chaos Doors in the north. I'm actually keen to watch Malachi.
Let's fight the four as one.
Alright then. War on nature. Go be at war with the War Grove of Woe. Probably not. Why do we need a war against nature? She's fine. I'll let other people deal with Drycha. Who's Drycha fighting? I desire your death and vengeance for my sisters. Yeah, no, I don't remember doing anything to you, Drycha, so you can come on down. Enter a military alliance. Shall soon. Orphan District. The dwarfs that live in Kislev cities have come down from the eastern peaks to share their wares and make some coin. Oh, absolutely. I think we'll just snag the extra growth for the Masons Guild. Also drop construction quite a bit more, and construction time for all buildings, too. Farm upgrade in Zavastra sounds nice.
We Kislevites grow restless.
Keep throwing farms in, kind of across the border here. Maybe one roadhouse at Strakov.
They are welcome.
Katarin, you keep zooming on back down here to
This
Kislev.
shall be Katarin's seat.
We won't kick any of these guys out yet, because I'd like to see about keeping them. And we'll grab ourselves that Ice Witch Lord too. So Olga Boskovich, welcome. He has more income from sacking, more winds of magic, and then more charge bonus for all of our cavalry.
Ice Witch.
Ice Witch. It's 2,000 gold and a Star Iron Ring. Root and Secondary Lord. All that has been done. I think with her, we're going to get retrofitted and get ready to, same thing with Katarin, get ready to come on up as a pair to deal with Astrogoth.
Ice Witch.
Ice Witch. Give you your Hailstorm, which is such a good ability. Grab that Star Iron Ring for the ward save. Bailiff for a little bit more control. Goalkeeper and a Veteran Warrior for your infantry. All glorious stuff.
A wondrous tool indeed.
I thought so too.
We require
So
soldiers.
you can snag some light war sleds, let's do it. We will give you 2 light war sleds for your army.
Frostweaver. Storm Summoner.
And then get some light warriors as well. I think let's just mainly make this army nothing but sleds, and this will kind of follow Katarin around. We'll also retrofit Katarin's army as soon as that gets fixed up. So we'll give that Ice Witch 4 sleds, we'll just leave her there, and then let that squad follow Katarin as a reinforcement, kind of skirmisher squad. Alright, Kevin, I'd very much like to take Norden, but I think they are going to go after that, Castalton here, so let's go ahead and snag Wolfenburg so we at least have the major settlement.
Kislev!
Have to build up some siege equipment, which is just fine. We'll go ahead and grab the ram and a couple of towers.
Feel my wrath!
And that should be, again, a pretty easy auto-resolve. But
Fight
then now
for
we're also having to worry
Kislev!
about the nasty plague boys from the mountains.
Our gods watch over us.
Alright, not yet accomplished. Ice Maidens are attendants to the Tzarina, not as accomplished as the more powerful Ice Witches. I think we also read this one before, so Perfect Vigor or Vanguard. Perfect Vigor, I think, is always the call. Loyalties revealed. In Kislev City, there is said to be a power struggle, so we have to choose here as well. Let's go ahead and make this Boyar, since he lives in Erengrad, make him appease the Orthodoxy. That way we have one for kind of each. That means we need to get a nice Orthodoxy chapel in over here. Alright, perfect.
There is no greater Ice Witch.
Not at all. And I think I'll go ahead and give maybe these Mace Armor Cossars, the Great Weapon ones, over to Olga.
Punch the chaos.
Same thing with the Watchman of the Night, that way they're keeping an eye on her. And we'll do some more stud farm, or at least we'll build up a stud farm here.
To battle!
Alright, that's 8 technologies researched, giving us a limited treasury, a talisman of preservation for 16% horde save, and a leadership on the war banner. Lone Relazwa has failed, and Clan Ferric has been destroyed, so that means Archaon should be coming down to the mountains pretty soon too. It is thought the natural state of affairs that the more civilized southern tribes should rule over the simple peoples of the north. Oh yeah, absolutely. Definitely not going to cause any problems. Astrial's now moving in, trying to take Shrektraken. We need to quickly
The
then.
ice goes.
How long until 2 whole turns? We can snag the Smithery here, getting us the heavy sleds and the little Grom, which I think is definitely the call. It also increases our income by 10% and gives us more local and global recruitment. Yeah, it's definitely the call. For the Ice Court, we've got Provincial Matters. Being part of the Ice Court rarely means a maiden stays solely within the Boca Palace. They are envoys, traveling the Oblast and beyond, using their glacial arts in the regions for the benefit of the nation. In this instance, how should the maiden exert her influence? Scourging the corrupt or control? Let's go Court Controller. Control we usually struggle with much more than our corruption. You're an Igorov. We could just go for even more supporters and blast through this as quickly as possible. How many are we getting from buildings? Just 7. He's doing his best to catch up, isn't he? Never would I use devotion to slow him down, but we absolutely could. Let's go ahead and grab... Go for an extra farm. They're building up. They don't like us, but they're dealing with
The snow
the Dawi. Karakadrin's very dangerous. SAR in there for a little bit more gold. And faction-wide construction cost reduction.
Born to rule.
Not going to be able to do any recruitment now, but I think that's
It
fine.
suits my purposes.
Katarin, let's go ahead and hand off the units I would like to Olga. So that being Armored Cossars and the Watchmen of the Night. And we will go ahead and steal these 2 light war sleds for now. Thank you kindly. Olga's not necessarily a war sled user either. Yeah, she's more of a cavalry. But that's what we got for now. So Katarin, you swap over into channeling.
I command ice and snow.
Olga, you do the same thing. So we'll just kind of step out of Kislev and channel away.
Spreads.
Ice spreads.
Cut them down!
We're on it, don't you worry. We'll give the Preservation Talisman to Glacial Gale for this next battle, and then give her the Gust of True Flight. Now we crush Wolfenburg. Slice of victory. Yeah, we've fought a couple of these here just against normal Marauders, so let's resolve that one no matter how many losses we take. And we claim. We'll get to some good battles hopefully here pretty soon, because we will be finishing off the weaker enemies in our territory and moving to where they're more strong. I'm also going to try to peace out with Wolfric once we claim Norden.
Champion of Kislev.
Here in Wolfenburg, they already have the Orthodoxy Shrine. That works for me. Not worried about building up all the regions, just really Erengrad, Kislev, and Prague, so... Oh, we can get those Ursunite Cult Customs now. Upgrades. I love that you have to pay a resource, and it also takes 5 turns. Maybe a little bit of a change, where even that cost a resource, just take a single turn, like for other factions. We'll go ahead and grab the Breach Loaders now, though. You have to have Ursunite Cult Customs to get the Devotional Creed. Awesome. Kind of.
The great orthodoxy provides.
Alright, well that is going to be all the time I have got for today. Thank you all so much for stopping by today's Tzarina Katarin campaign. If you will enjoy the video, remember to leave a like for the like god and a sub for the sub throne. I will see you all in the next one.